here's something that you didn't know. 2 of those special atomic bombs haven't gone off.
YouTube, welcome back. Any viewers on YouTube, if you guys are watching us tonight and you want to write in and ask questions, we appreciate that. We'd love to hear from you, see how you guys are doing. It is crunch time, so if you write in your question or comment right here, we can respond to it. Just type it into the chat. So anytime you want to watch or listen live, we can do that. Welcome back to Fantasy TE. My name is Nick Masick. We've got Vital DeJuiced and Lonnie Cox. Welcome back, guys. Whew. Are you guys, how stressed are you on a scale of 1 to 10 based on the playoffs, the standings, the projections?
I've just completely given up. I think I have my season finished in our league. I just trying to avoid the ball.
Oh no, is it? It's over?
It's not at all. I've been doing
for him, for Vital, it's over?
No, it's not.
I don't feel confident.
Dude, well, it's not certainly not over for you. So I've been running all the analytics on everything and looking at the scores and whatnot. So couple things. First of all, probably going to lose to Lonnie tonight, but it's not a lock. I'm down. I think I need like 15.5 points more.
But I have JD McKissick. Correct.
Right. So I've got Gibson. Basically, I need a 2-touchdown game from Gibson and McKissick to get less than 5 catches.
Right. Yeah, like you need McKissick. I think your magic number is McKissick less than 10. Yeah. And you need 25.
Right. Yeah. That's which is basically 2 touchdowns. Probably right. It's 2-touchdown game from Gibson, which he's done a couple times this year.
Yeah. I looked at his max this season. I think it was about 24. Yep. So it could happen.
He's capable. I need McKissick to break his ankle in the first play, I think. He was banged up though, man. He was questionable, McKissick. He's been dealing with an injury. So I think my best bet is for him to re-aggravate whatever that injury is.
I love these parts in the season where like the way that my mind works is like, if JD McKissick saves my season tonight, like, do I have to buy a jersey? Do I have to buy a JD McKissick jersey? Like
you might need that.
I might.
So here's how it's going to break down. Vital, first of all, you are far from out of it. Even though you got smoked by Terzo this week, you still are passing me in point total. And a couple other people as well. So you're leapfrogging several of the contenders or the playoff.
So I still have a chance at that 6th spot.
You have a very good chance at the 6th spot, but here's how it has to break down. So Lonnie has to beat me. Okay. Lonnie, if you beat me, you guys will both be 6-6 and I will be, I think 7-5. So obviously I was looking at my own playoff scenarios as well. What I need more than anything, obviously if I could win, that would be great tonight. If I win next week, I'm in. But if Stephanie can manage to pull off the win against Rob tonight, then there will be 3 teams that I'll be tied with, 3 teams at 6-6 who will really have no chance of catching me in point total. So that will almost guarantee me a playoff spot, even if I lose next week. If
I win, I'm 6-6.
Yeah. So you
have more points than I do.
No, you guys both have me in points. That's the thing.
Right.
But there are 3 other teams that I have the advantage over in points. So pretty much
I'm under the impression that if I make it to 6-6, if I can get in that group,
you're in. I looked at your number 3 in point totals,
right.
Lonnie. So if you get 6-6, you'll get in. You're the highest. 6-6.
But
God damn
it. But
I have to win.
You have to win tonight against me, and you have to win against Vital next week. Because if you don't beat Vital next week, Vital, you would be in by virtue of the fact
I get 6-6. Oh, so we can decide our play.
So you guys are basically
no Aaron Rodgers, no Devontae Adams. Let's go.
Why? It's bye week. Is there a bye week next week?
Yeah, it's me.
Fuck
bro.
off.
Let's
God
go.
damn it.
You guys,
And I already missed Rogers two games with fucking COVID. God damn it.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be. Oh, it's gonna be so good.
All right.
I'm excited.
Time for the waiver wire. Oh, but you don't have Devontae. You don't have Devontae Adams.
Yeah, that's a big
Okay,
hit for
all
me
right.
too.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
always coming
No,
through.
Fair
It's
trade. All right.
It's a fair balance between those two. I think. Like you guys are pretty much on an even playing field. It's just a matter of who's. See, Lonnie's gonna have an easier time replacing points, I think, for a quarterback than Vital will for a wide receiver. Because right now it's thin at wide receiver out there. I can speak from experience because 3 of my best wide receivers have panned out to be almost nothing.
My big hope is just that Robinson comes back from Chicago. He's had a hamstring for like 2 weeks now.
Oh yeah. And with Andy Dalton playing, he actually could be good again.
Yeah, Dalton can get it to him for sure.
He definitely can. So I think Dalton's going to be the starter. So that's the playoff scenario for you guys, assuming I don't beat Lonnie tonight, which still could happen. So Vital, if I beat Lonnie tonight, you're almost a lock to make it. You're in very good position to make it. Not a lock, but you're in a much better spot to make it.
But
now,
that's a 15-point swing, right?
Yeah. It's like right now they're giving me 8%, but I got the starting running back. He's got the third down back, so it's game script. It's going to be a lot of game script against the Seahawks. And I believe there are still scenarios where you guys can both get in because of your point totals, but you need help. Like the only guaranteed way for you to get in, I believe, as long as, like, once again, if Lonnie beats me tonight, it's win and you're in. I pretty much win and you're in, because there are 3 teams that are going to be at 6-6 along with you guys, who are all like way behind us in points. Like they're like 80 points behind me in points. And that's if I only get 100 this week. So they pretty much, like, they would need a lot of help to get it.
Yeah.
But I think there are still possibilities of you guys both making it. I'm not sure. Because once you start getting into who's going to win, who's going to lose, there aren't a lot of head-to-head matchups next week like yours. So it's going to be really, really interesting. I can't wait. It's going to be so fun.
The waiver wire is looking pretty thin at quarterback right now. So
Thin. Very thin at quarterback. That is for sure. Yeah, dude, my team's all banged up. I lost AJ Brown now, who I thought about trying to move him to like a championship contender for like a mid-tier. Like, I don't know. I thought about Lonnie. I thought about pitching him to you for one of your lower end receivers because you have so many. But I was thinking about this. It's like, once again, I don't think that it's worth it because he might be back week 16 and 17, they're saying. And if that's the case, if I'm in the toilet bowl, I'm going to need him. If I'm in the winner's bracket, like championship of the loser's bracket, I'd rather let it play out and then maybe get him back later when I really, really need a win potentially, instead of like throwing him away, trying to get into the playoffs and then being like later on fucked. So I think I'm just going to sit on him. I hope it works out. But my team is so banged up right now. Oh, it's brutal. It's so bad. Let's see what else we got. What do we got? Oh, so I was saying, like, I'm going to bring you guys these for the comedy show tonight.
nice.
Double X, good, Lonnie?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. We're going to have early Hanukkah, or on time Hanukkah, and early Kwanzaa. I don't know. What do you, Christmas? what is it? Is it Kwanzaa yet? I don't know if it's Kwanzaa or not. So, you know.
Why the fuck would I know when it's Kwanzaa, Nick? You tell me why I would know when it's Kwanzaa.
Because
let me know why.
Because you watch Seinfeld, obviously, because you're a fan of Seinfeld.
Oh man.
So I'm gonna have presents for you guys tonight to celebrate. We're celebrating all the things tonight. Maybe not all the things. We'll talk later. Let's get to news though. You guys watch some football, dude. How about Leonard Fournette, playoff Lenny?
Bro.
Oof.
Did
you guys?
they needed it too? The Colts were kicking their ass. He's all like, "Yo, not just or no, who the?"
Yeah, that was the Colts. Colts are
yeah.
putting it to him. Leonard Fournette went into the game, was like, Jonathan Taylor, Schmaler, whatever. Like, I'm gonna fucking run over these guys. And he did. It was, yeah. But people forgot Jonathan Taylor's name by the end of that game.
Taylor did good. No, he answered with a couple. Right?
He was good. He got 1 touchdown. He didn't get a couple.
Okay.
He was massively overshadowed by the dominant.
Yeah, Fournette was a beast.
Fournette. Also, I had a feeling that was going to be a tough game anyway for Fournette, or for Taylor going in, because it's the Bucs front 7. They're tough. You know, they play the run well. Vita Vea was back in. So did you guys see he got his tooth knocked out? I thought that was kind of awesome. He was like smiling and laughing. Like he looked like it was like throwback to like old school. Like it made me think of like football players in the 20s, you know, like,
leatherheads.
Yeah, exactly. That was what I thought when I saw Vita Vea get his tooth, because he didn't come out of the game either. He was just like, yeah, I'll get whatever.
Nah, of course not, dude. It's like hockey. Like those guys, they don't give a shit. If anything, he's proud of it.
To get your tooth replaced, you know.
If I was him, I wouldn't get it.
I don't have a tooth anymore.
I'd rock it. I'd rock it for the rest of the season.
Yeah, because you don't have a choice. These guys, I'll get it fixed tonight.
Dude, he's gonna, you know, next week he's gonna have like a gold front. Like he's gonna
right. He's fine.
Yeah,
but like in hockey, they don't replace it. I like that. I like that swag.
Well,
they
don't replace it. That's crazy.
No, in hockey they leave their teeth.
Yeah, they
like bust it out.
Maybe when they go in, but like in real life, right? They're not just like out there.
I don't know. I don't know how that works, but I know for sure hockey culture is like they don't have teeth.
They get paid too much to not have teeth in conversations. Like people wouldn't let them into stores.
They're hockey players. They don't have very much to say anyway in terms of they're not conversationalists. Let's put it that way. They're not.
Definitely think they're all meth heads. I was like, no, get out of here.
I actually went to a Florida Panthers game, an aside, on Saturday. It was so much fun.
I love going to a Panthers game, dude.
Oh, so fun, dude.
Yeah, dude. Hockey games are lit. I had no idea.
I haven't been, but I used to go to like my high school. We had like a really good hockey team. My buddies were all
okay.
So I grew up going to hockey games, and like the University of Vermont, where I grew up, they were in they're in the Final Four for hockey, like regularly. So it was big time.
I mean,
it's awesome fun.
Sport, and you get very close. Like it's not like the Heat. Like when you're in that like, stadium, you're like on top like in the fucking game. It's
a small rink. I didn't realize.
Yeah,
looks bigger on TV. I don't know.
Well,
I thought it was like
the actual size of the playing surface it's not tiny, but
it's like a basketball court. It's similar.
Yeah, but there just aren't as many fans, so the arena's smaller.
Correct. Arena's smaller.
Oh, right there. Like it's like every seat is the best seat. Yeah.
Yeah, and like if you want to get glass, it's like I looked it up. It's like $300, which is like so accessible for front row seats.
Right. Yeah, that's nuts. That's awesome. Yeah, it's like a birthday present. So that's pretty cool, man. That sounds like fun. What else? Yeah. Oh, you know, I hope Vea gets like he gets like a tooth, like a temporary one put in with like the Colts thing on it. Like the horseshoe from the Colts. The big like no. Thanksgiving games. Ooh. Cowboys. Oh, what are you gonna do? That was
I mean, just banged up, dude. Everywhere you look, you know, you're constantly dropping passes. Dak not 100%. You know,
they played pretty well. They played well enough to win. Some questionable ticky-tack calls all game, but they were going both ways. It wasn't like you could blame it entirely. It was, the one at the end was tough to swallow. I was like, refs are going to really make this game like that.
Remind me, was this the game that they like he threw the fumble back in, but they called it dead on the field? Was that Thanksgiving?
Maybe. I did see that happen.
Does that change the momentum of the entire game? I think that was that game, and that changed the whole game. Right. Like the second that happened, that they like threw the ball back in, and then they called it dead. I think
lost that game, right?
They lost. Right? Yeah, they lost.
Yeah,
but like you could see if that would have like gone the Cowboys' way, they would have taken off. Like they would have scored. You know what I mean? They would have been like hustling.
Yeah. It was a very
lose by 3 points, I think. Right?
It was 3 points. It was the last minute. It was field goal at the end.
Because it was Carson, my kicker. Woo.
Yeah, that was a good one. I got 0 from my kicker this week. That was nice. Nice little treat for me. But yeah, that was a tough loss for the Cowboys. But like you said, it wasn't really their fault. I feel like they did as well as they could have done in that situation.
But keep in mind, we get DeMarcus Lawrence back. We get Randy Gregory back. That's going to be humongous.
Yeah.
We get Amari Cooper back, and we get CeeDee Lamb back. Like if you like, literally the 4 best players on our team are all hurt right now. So,
right.
You know what I mean? Like I'm not like ringing the fucking alarm, but I would like to see a big bounce back game next Thursday. They play on Thursday again. They play the Saints.
News on that game. McCarthy's gonna be out, the head coach. Dan Quinn's gonna fill in. He's got head coach experience, so I think that's probably they're not going to see a huge drop off. I don't think there. And but was McCarthy doing the play calling? He wasn't. No,
no, I don't think so. No, you have Kellen Moore as your offensive coordinator and Dan Quinn.
Yeah. Okay. So
I don't think you see a lot of that in the NFL, do you? Do you see a lot of the head coaches calling the plays in the NFL?
You've got some Deshaun McVay, Kyle
McVay,
and Andy Reid.
And Kingsbury, maybe
Cliff Kingsbury, Andy Reid,
a couple of guys, but I don't know, man. That's like a college thing. Like this is the NFL, dude. You got to like manage the game. You can't do that.
Yeah, except with the exception of those guys, and those are like you're talking about the best offensive minds in the game.
Correct.
And for them, it's like that's what they were hired for. Like,
right.
They don't even think about what's happening on defense, hardly at all.
Right.
Like they hire a really good DC, and they are just like, this is what I'm doing. So like situational stuff they'll handle a little bit of, but for the most part, those 4 guys, they're like play calling. All right, what else do we got? The other Thanksgiving games, the Lions didn't disappoint. They gave us traditional Thanksgiving game where they played way better than you expect them to. You know, they always get up for those Thanksgiving games and then they always lose. It was classic Thanksgiving Lions. I enjoyed it. Like they were right in it. They made it. You thought they were going to win and then they didn't. So that was good. And then what was the other one? What was the night game?
Bills and Saints. Bills blew them out, dude.
Who'd they play?
Saints.
The Saints.
Oh, right. Saints look like shit.
I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah.
But they're also like destroyed. Like they have no players right now.
I know. I played Tony Jones because the write-up on him was, oh, he's a plug-and-play fill-in. Fucking, he was like nothing. It was terrible. Awful. I got totally
they ate them alive, dude.
But that's what you get for playing your flex on Thursday night.
I didn't know what to do. I was running out of options. I should have played Matt Breida. I picked him up last second too. And he actually looks like he might be a good pickup. I think they're going to start using him regularly. I might have to play him next week, dude. I had no options. Those guys were out, guys were injured, guys were on buys. It was a tough week for me. So yeah, I know I had to take a shot and I missed.
We're getting to that. You know, it's funny. I've never played fantasy with this big of a team, group. Yeah. And like the injuries, like we're like every team I think is feeling it for the most part. Like obviously always like fantasy has an element of luck about like who gets hurt and who doesn't is going to make it far. But like Turzo has remained pretty healthy throughout the season. Yep. But like most teams I think are feeling that injury bug right now. It's like, it's rough.
It's brutal, man. And I'm probably going to make the playoffs partly because of the trade that I made. But right now, dude, I would Brandon Ayuk has been balling out. Devin Singletary's still been pretty consistent. So like what I gave up for AJ Brown, now it doesn't look like it's worth, obviously, because he's hurt. But like, even if he wasn't hurt, I would almost trade her back at this point because Ayuk is finally playing up to potential. And he was a big part of that trade deal. So fuck. All of my gambles on wide receivers did not pay off this year. I took Curtis Samuel and Michael Thomas with the 9th and 10th pick that I had. Neither of them have played at all. AJ Brown got me a couple wins though, so I can't complain too much. He helped me get in a position where I'm at, so it's not all bad. Bengals got the big win. Did you guys see them stomp on the Steelers' face?
Yeah, dude. Justin Burrows is having a day, dude.
Mm-hmm. I think the Bengals look like they might have figured out what was going wrong last few weeks. They look tough to beat, man. I think they're going to be right up there in the mix for, top seed, maybe pushing for a bye. Definitely one of the top teams in the AFC, I think. you guys like them?
Mm,
No.
I don't know. Titans
I
are
mean, it was just
collapsing.
a
Bills
feeling.
don't look as good as they used to. I mean, yeah, but the Chiefs are rolling, dude. The Chiefs are looking
Yeah.
so good.
The Chiefs are right there. I'm not putting
Chiefs
the
are
Bengals
coming back.
Yeah,
I still feel confident in my Super Bowl picks.
Oh, they're not bad. No, your picks are good. I mean,
I think I did a rematch from
me too.
from last year.
That's why I think your picks are good because they're my picks.
Yeah, I don't hate that. I could see that happening for sure.
I could easily see it happening. But I would be licking my chops at that Bengals Chiefs matchup in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's gonna be good. I'm definitely excited about that. What else we got? Yeah, Bucks, Colts. Bucks put it into the Colts in a smash mouth running tough football game. Yeah, it gives you a little bit of confidence in what the Bucks are capable of, especially since the Colts have looked so good.
And also, let the Colts look awesome. The Colts,
look great.
Yeah.
I mean, Carson Wentz, I think, has come to somewhat of a renaissance of his career. You're starting to see old parts of him, which is you have the elite quarterbacks, then you have the the good quarterbacks, and then you have those game managers. Mm-hmm. And Carson Wentz is at the top of those game managers. He is probably the best game managing quarterback in the NFL.
Right. He has games where he's actually in that second tier. He looks like
correct. Exactly. He's never gonna be elite. He's not gonna show flashes of elite, but he is a solid quarterback.
Yes. And
he's not gonna lose you the game. You know what I mean?
You gotta remember, this is maybe the first time he's been healthy in 3 years.
Correct.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Well, now he's got an offensive line. That's what happens when you have an offensive line that protects you. And a running game.
They're not asking him to do a lot. And what they do ask of him, he does. So
which is how you win the Super Bowl, by the way. That's how you win a Super Bowl.
Yeah. Timely plays with do you see T.Y. Hilton got in the end zone? That was a nice connection.
I did not. Go T.Y. I'm happy to hear that, man. Yeah. FIU. I love it.
He is also looking like he might be healthy, which is that's just another element to that. You take that team that's already doing well, and then all of a sudden you get a little connection with T.Y. Hilton, that veteran leadership, that quality receiver. He was a nice corner route. Wentz put it on him perfectly. It was an undefendable play that they designed to go to T.Y. Hilton. And it was just shit, man. If they throw that in the mix, they're gonna be tough to beat. They did get beat, but they're gonna be tough to beat. Rams Packers. Rams. I mean, Rams were still kind of in it though, but the Packers just really they put it to them.
So good.
Problems with the Rams or just the Packers?
They had some garbage time TDs, but I don't think they were in it.
The Rams were competitive. The Rams were competitive until about, I think, if I remember correctly, I watched the whole game. I think it was right up until about the end of the third quarter is when it started to slip away. But the Rams were in it. You know what it was? It was the pick six.
Yeah.
Was that the
pick six put it away? But the Rams were fighting.
They were
17-21, something like that. It was a close game.
Yeah. I think the Packers just had the formula. You saw what they were doing early on. They were getting it out of Rodgers' hands. So they did not want him sitting back there with those pass rushers. They just wanted to play fast out of his hands as quick as possible. Screens, they had a good formula to beat them.
AJ Dillon, dude, he looked so good. He looks fake. He looks like a video game character. His legs are wider than his shoulders almost. He looks insane. I caught him from the side and I was like, Jesus, dude. Looks like Popeye. His legs look like Popeye's arms.
He does.
He's insane.
Almost silly. You're right. He trucks guys. Just
I would hate to have to tackle that guy. That would be the worst.
This is the worst job in the world. All of a sudden, you're a defensive back in the NFL. This is the worst job ever. So they look good, man. Packers. Which one of you guys picked the pack for the? You guys both picked the Packers for the NFC Championship game, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
That's looking pretty legit. And Vital, I think they were your Super Bowl pick, right?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure.
I think maybe.
Yeah. They're looking pretty tough. Man, I feel like every week we talk about a team and then they lay an egg. Like the Eagles, what a dud of a game against the Giants, you know? And like it was the Strahan halftime ceremony and all that bullshit. But like the Eagles are supposed to go in and spoil that, you know? Like this is the year
that drop pass at the end of the game.
two or three drop passes.
Yeah, Devontae Smith, like
well, right on the goal line, bro. Like it's just hit him.
I think it was, did Rager drop a big one? And I think Quez Watkins dropped one as well at some point on that drive.
And Hurts has been doing so well too before that.
Yeah, those were not, Hurts didn't look great, but those were not his fault. He put it on the money when he had. People are going to be jumping on Hurts, but he made winning plays and his team let him down. If they make that catch, you're talking about, yeah, Hurts didn't have a great game, but he came through in the clutch. Like that's the conversation you're having. If those guys just squeeze the ball, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
But people are gonna be shitting on Hurts this week too. And he didn't have a great game, but he did what he needed to.
Hurts is not like that though. Hurts is never really going to light up the passing statistics, but he'll win you the game, which is important.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I think he's a winner. I agree.
Yeah, he's a winner for sure.
He makes winning plays. He's going to keep making winning plays. Almost like a better Vince Young. Yeah.
Okay. Hang on. Vince Young is arguably the greatest quarterback in college football history.
College football history, yes. He's not the greatest quarterback in NFL history.
They went 13-3. What are you talking about? He was amazing.
He was really good. I would never say he was amazing. He was really good. That's what I'm saying. That's Jalen
really
Hurts.
good.
He was really good.
Mm-hmm.
He made very timely plays with his legs and his arm. He never blew you away with statistics. That's Jalen Hurts, I think.
All right. I'll take it.
I was a Vince. I liked Vince Young. I was a VY fan, but he was never great. He was just good. He was a winner though. He played winning football. He knew how to win.
They made the AFC Championship with him, right?
Maybe
close for sure. I remember they went 13-3 the year that Chris Johnson had 2,000 yards.
Yeah, I mean you also got Chris Johnson. Nice combination.
And also fucking Kenny Britt. Like they had a squad.
They had some team. Yeah, they had a team. They had some. I think a defense too.
Oh yeah, monsters on defense. Really I can't remember right now, but fuck yeah.
Players, yeah.
That was like Pac-Man Jones.
Yes.
Cortland Finnegan.
Yes.
Like that had that linebacker too. That was fucking monster.
Yeah. I don't remember.
59 Wesley, something like that. The guy that got pissed at Cam Newton.
Yeah.
Wesley Woodyard.
Yeah, they were a good team. Vince Young. Yeah. So Jalen Hurts, Vince Young 2.0 maybe. I don't know. Winner. He's a winner. He knows how to win. Makes plays when he needs to. What else we got? Browns throwback uniforms. We're talking about unis, right? Like was it last week we were talking about uniforms that you didn't like?
I think so.
Lonnie?
I don't like any uniform. Like they all suck.
Dude, the Browns throwback uniforms are so funny though. Like somebody took a Sharpie and drew the numbers on the side of the helmet, which is probably originally what they were. Like the throwback is to when somebody drew the number on the side of the helmet with a Sharpie.
It's a good representation of their franchise.
For sure.
Yes, it really is. It's very accurate. They're the only, because usually I like throwbacks, you know? And you're talking about how terrible the Browns uniform is. The only uniform more terrible than the Browns regular uniform is their throwback uniform, which is amazing. Like it's incredible. It's mind-boggling. They played up to the standard of their uniform, which it was such a contrast too, because the Ravens went with the all black last night, which is so badass. Like it's got to be one of the coolest looking things that any team does as a uniform. Like,
oh yeah,
just their helmet's black, everything's black. They look cool. They look scary. They look like the dark side of the force. It was awesome. And that was a pretty good game. I mean, I just don't think the Browns are gonna do anything. I don't think they're gonna make any noise.
No, Nick, I think you're forgetting about the most important game that happened last week, though.
He's not. No, he's not.
The Miami Dolphins.
No.
stomped
Talk to us.
out the Panthers. Can I just get a theme song for my Dolphins?
Oh, he has it queued up. He's ready to go.
What do you got?
I can't hear it.
I don't even know what it is.
I just want to say 4 wins in a row, you guys.
That's true. 4 wins in a row is impressive. Surprise upstart.
The Bills are sliding. This division is open. We are going to the playoffs.
One of those things is true.
Correct. Open for the Patriots.
Right. You guys are not that far out of the playoff mix. I will say that. Like there is a chance you could sneak in to the a wild card spot. 7 teams get in.
I think I read that.
We know how to play division rivals. That means we have a chance versus the Dolphins and the Bills. I mean the Dolphins and the Pats. So whatever it is, it's 50-50 at both those games.
Here's what you need is for one of those 2 teams to sweep the other team. That's really the only Dolphins chance that they have, because the Bills and the Patriots still play twice. If one of those teams sweeps the other team, that leaves a door open. Otherwise, I don't know. If they split, I think you guys are in trouble. Because they're both
it's starting to even out, man. Everything looks good again.
Yeah, but both those teams are, I think, 4 losses only. So you're talking about 3 games behind both the Bills and the Patriots, and they're both playing pretty good football right now. I said pretty good, really good football right now. Patriots win was impressive.
It's not going to happen. Let's just move on to better years.
This guy said that the Cowboys were going to win the Super Bowl last
I did not.
This is way more likely
Last year
that the Dolphins get into the playoffs and the Cowboys win a Super Bowl. Way more likely.
This year?
Yeah.
The Dolphins make the playoffs more likely than the Cowboys winning the Super Bowl.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Straight up, I'm telling you that.
Okay, the Cowboys have the number 1 offense in the NFL and the number 11 defense. Bro, all right, man. We'll see. When I'm lifting the Lombardi on the field with my beloved team in February, wherever the Super Bowl is, but I'm sure that they'll invite me. I'm sure I just haven't come in the mail yet. But when I'm lifting that Lombardi
right now, Lonnie.
Watch the Cowboys beat the Dolphins in the Super Bowl.
That'd be so funny. But that would still, Vital would still, I don't know. I guess you both.
No, it breaks it.
I think you guys should bet on this, but as the arbiter, as the middle ground, as the person who's totally impartial, I'm going to go out on a limb and say neither of those things are going to happen this year at all.
No,
but which is
not.
more
Neither
likely?
things are going to happen.
Which is more likely is what I'm saying.
I will say though, the Cowboys could theoretically win the Super Bowl. It is possible that they.
But the Dolphins are more likely to get to the playoffs.
That is no, it is not. No, don't.
Their road is so much harder, dude.
Don't let emotion blind you to the truth.
I feel like
I just have to beat a couple bad teams. You literally have to beat the best teams to get there. I have to hope the other good teams beat each other.
I don't like this. I don't like this bet because it's not even. It's not even. Like you, all you have to do is beat the Jets.
You have to play a bunch of good teams to win the Super Bowl.
I think this is a great bet. I think this is a
no. I'm not taking. I'm not betting. I'm not doing 2 faces this year. I'll do one face a year. I just looked at my quarterback pick. Fucking Lawrence scored 18 points.
Yep, you got 1 point out of it. He didn't get last. Vital's.
Oh, he didn't?
No, you got 2nd place. Yeah,
nice. Okay.
Not bad.
And we're not counting the Thanksgiving DraftKings, right? That doesn't count towards the point total.
Yeah,
it does.
Oh, sure. Yeah, that's part one of our.
I got 2nd place in that too.
Yeah,
so
you did pretty well on that. Yeah.
Yeah. Making a comeback, Vital. You better get ready. You better pick your tattoo.
I won.
You didn't gain any ground though because Vital won DraftKings Thanksgiving and I won quarterback picks. So we all got 2 points in the last 2 contests.
Well, that's unfortunate for me.
Yeah.
Because I'm running out of time.
You didn't fall further behind. And so you have a chance to make up for some of it some more tonight.
All right. Only 10 points back.
You're 10 points back from Vital, I think. So the couple more things, the Niners. How good do the Niners look, dude?
Great.
The 49ers they're like a sneaky dark horse Super Bowl team, I think. I don't think anybody wants to see them in the playoffs. They beat the Vikings, who've been playing the Vikings who just beat the Packers. the Niners stomped on them, kind of like the Vikings were in the game, but the Niners did kind of really put them down. Though they look like maybe really good. It's hard to tell.
They're just in a hard division though, man.
I know, but all they need to do is get in. 7 teams get in. All they got to do is get in. And I think right now
What's
their
record?
I think they're 6-5 maybe, or 5-6. They're right around 500.
Okay.
Yeah, they can easily go on a run and make the playoffs. Then they're really
They can easily do that. That's interesting. You know who else is 5-6? It could easily make a run to the playoffs.
Here's the problem with the AFC is it's such a log jam. It's like our fantasy league. Like there are like 10 teams, and of them only 6 are going to get in or whatever. Like that's
when the magic happens. During chaos is where Miami shines.
Oh yeah, Miami's known for being good down the stretch, absolutely, of seasons for sure. They close really strong usually. That's never happened. Oh, so did you guys hear this? This is a good one. The Saints are actually going to are saying they're probably going to start Taysom Hill this week against the Cowboys. That's going to be really interesting. I'm curious to see how that affects fantasy value. Let's see what else we got. Injury report. You're talking about how everybody's banged up. You guys ready for this? Christian McCaffrey, injured reserve, out for the rest of the season. Ankle.
Yo, were we just saying he was going to be done?
Yeah.
Again, dude, I told you. It's over, bro.
It's not over. He'll be back. He'll be fine. When he's on the
every year. Oh, make sure you draft him to hold him just like what's his name? Michael Thomas. Go ahead.
When he's on the field, he's a winner. He gives you points.
Yeah.
Just definitely draft his handcuff. That's the thing. That's the rule with McCaffrey, I think. He's one of those guys. And like him, Dalvin Cook. 2 weeks, they're saying, with a torn labrum. At least 2 weeks. He dislocated his shoulder. So they're saying he'll be back at some point. They're making a playoff push, whatever. But a couple weeks out. Once again, gotta have his handcuff. Madison's gonna be great. AJ Brown out for like 4 weeks, probably. I don't know. Fuck me. Deebo Samuel's gonna miss some time after being like the most dominant force in the NFL. He's gonna be out for a little bit. They're saying with a groin injury, so probably, I don't know, who knows, 2-3 weeks, I think. And Dan Arnold, if you're thin at tight end and we're utilizing Dan Arnold, he's out 4 to 6 weeks. So pretty much done for fantasy purposes. Because of that, waivers. Alexander Madison, obviously, if he's available, he's going to be the number 1 waiver. Both of the Titans fill-in running backs had pretty decent weeks, even in a losing effort, which is interesting. Dontrell Hilliard and Deontay Foreman both put up respectable numbers in a league like ours where you need something from a running back. Matt Breida got a lot of pass catching opportunities. The Bills really like him. He's fast. He might be the most valuable running back in that backfield going forward. He certainly looked like it this past week. So I grabbed him right before the game started. Didn't start him, obviously, but Matt Breida is a pretty good pickup. Wide receivers help. Russell Gage had a pretty nice week. Both Kendrick Bourne and Jacoby Myers from the Patriots had good weeks. Patriots passing game is really picking up. Mac Jones, we've been talking about him all season. So those Patriots receivers are pretty decent options. A couple other big games. Josh Reynolds looked like maybe the number 1 receiver for the Lions and put up a decent stat line, I think. And then Deshaun Jackson went off. He looked like the old Deshaun Jackson. He looked like he knew he was playing the Cowboys and he smelled blood in the water. He's like, I remember how to fucking beat the Cowboys.
They needed receivers though.
They really did. Yeah. But they used him the right way. That's the thing about Deshaun Jackson. It's like, you have to know how to use a player like that because he's still fast as all hell. So, but he just knows how to, I don't know. He just knows how to beat the Cowboys apparently. So those are all guys who are probably on waivers, probably not going to be on waivers for very long. We'll talk about worst QBs. I was looking it up. So this is week, what is it? Week 12. We've done 12 weeks of worst QBs. Vital, you picked Eric Carr. He had a good game, put up like 21. But Lonnie picked Trevor Lawrence. He also had a pretty good game, 17 points. And I took Baker Mayfield, 11 points. I've got a pretty sizable lead. It is all because of worst quarterback picks this year. Like I haven't been doing great. I've been doing okay in DraftKings. Dude, I haven't gotten less. I looked it up. 7 out of the 12 weeks, I picked the worst quarterback. The other 5 times, I picked the second worst. I haven't had 1-0 in bad quarterback picks. And that means I'm picking usually from the last spot. I'm picking still the worst quarterback. So that's like been the difference so far and why I'm winning this year. Anyway, we got some interesting matchups. Vital, you get the first pick. We were talking about it before you came on, Lonnie. There's a couple buys that are tough to. I don't know. All right, so there's the Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill is an interesting one against the Cowboys. They're saying they're going to start him, but it's not a guarantee. I don't think. Who else we got? Trevor Lawrence against the Rams. Jared Goff. Jared Goff didn't have a bad week though. Jared Goff against the Vikings.
Listen, I don't mean to interrupt you, but I'm going to go with my heart once again.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I think my Dolphins are going to stomp out another QB and own Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones. That was another one I was looking at. Okay. I think that's actually a pretty good pick, man. I
agree.
Dolphins it's not even a Daniel.
Especially if you're not a QB who does well under pressure, dude. Like they rush everyone so much. They love to blitz. I love seeing it.
I think he might have a tough day. Yeah. Pretty much anyone playing the Dolphins D right now is not a bad pick. Roethlisberger had a terrible game, obviously, against the Bengals defense, but he's got the Ravens next week.
I think Roethlisberger is trash, dude.
I do too. No, I agree. That's what I'm saying. I might pick him.
What's his name? Is playing the Falcons and Bucks. Ryan.
Matt Ryan against the Bucks. He didn't have a great game either, even though they won, which is
there's somehow they keep benching them. So if you play them, might switch out quick.
Who's getting benched?
Matt Ryan. Did they use 3 different quarterbacks that game? That's why his points are so low. Yeah.
No, that was 2 games.
That was 2 games ago, but I think
Yeah, and that was because the game was already out of hand. No, Matt Ryan played the whole game and they won, but he didn't score well. Teddy Bridgewater's questionable. What they think he's going to play against Kansas City. Maybe interesting. Baker's on a bye. Cam's on a bye. They both were not good. Andy Dalton against
Russell against the 49ers.
Who's what?
Russell against the 49ers.
I know, Russell against the 49ers. Russell has been bad. I'm really curious to see how he plays tonight. This is going to be a big question mark. Who you got, Lonnie?
I'm looking at Trevor Lawrence versus the Rams.
I mean, he got you second place.
Disrespecting Trevor Lawrence, bro. Keep showing you.
Keep riding him. Lawrence against the Rams, because he has not been consistent. He had a pretty okay game last. He was playing against the Falcons, I think.
But that's what I'm saying. He's so inconsistent. I think he just does well when he's not supposed to. He might show up tomorrow.
I think he does well against shitty defenses. That's what I think.
Correct.
I mean, put him up against the Falcons. It's hard not to do well against them. They just, I don't even think they put 11 guys on the field every play. Yeah, you put him up that Rams defense, Ramsey, Donald. They're just gonna be, and they're gonna be so hungry.
I'm doing Trevor Lawrence. I'm gonna take Trevor Lawrence.
I like it. I'm gonna take Ben Roethlisberger. I think he's gonna take a lot of sacks.
You know, now that Nick said something, he's going to be 3rd for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
I'm so glad he said something.
What? I said what?
Oh, you were bragging about your quarterback prowess.
Listen, I'm so far ahead.
Yeah, you
Look at this guy.
You can live loose.
Fucked it.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying. I haven't done what it was is more that I realized I haven't done that well in DraftKings. My DraftKings picks have been middle of the road, so. But my quarterback picks have been. I was like, shit, I won again. I was like, oh my god. All right. So what about tonight's game? We got we got Washington. We got Seattle. Oh, I forgot to mention teasers. So far, tonight's game was one of my teaser picks. So 5-4. We We were 5-4 last. And I was like, all right, 4 in a row, weird upsets. Everybody covered so far this week. The last game is tonight, and it's Washington plus 12 to close out the teaser. I like it. It was a dicey play because it was a pick game. It was a pick 'em game, but Seattle's been bad. Washington's been good. And they've been playing everybody close, even the teams, or winning by a significant margin. So we'll see. Hopefully,
Washington doesn't lose by 13.
Yes, that's what I need.
Okay.
The Seahawks have flashes of greatness sometimes. It's so random when they want to play like a good team.
Yeah, their defense.
Russell Wilson plays well in primetime.
It's weird.
He does, but that offensive line is terrible, and their defense is so
terrible.
Look it up. Is Sierra going to be at the game? I
don't know. It's good. Probably not. She's
it's
like,
Monday too. He got to go to church yesterday. Like
Right.
he's empowered right
prayed.
now, dude. I don't know.
Yeah, he prayed.
He prayed. He prays every game, and it hasn't been doing anything. It's not.
Sure.
It's not been working. So, it's we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Who you guys like tonight in the game? Who you picking?
Washington.
Take Washington.
I'll take Seattle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. In a close one, or you think they're going to come out big?
Oh yeah, in a close one, but I think Seattle will pull it up. I think Russell Wilson
Washington will be close as well.
will win the game.
All right. Well, I'm obviously taking Washington because I took them in the teaser and I'm not going against that. But all right. So who do you guys like for DraftKings tonight? Who's your, this was a tough one for
Very tough.
Yeah. For your captain. Who'd you go with?
Heineke.
You went Heineke? I went
God
Heineke.
damn it.
You guys, did we all go Heineke?
Probably.
You went Heineke?
I was gonna do Scary Terry, but I switched it out last second because I figured you guys would all be doing Russell and Scary Terry. So I was like, I'm gonna do Heineke. Fuck.
I didn't trust Russell. I thought about Terry, but I didn't. I went Heineke. All right, so we're all on Heineke. So it's gonna be. Let's see who the role players are gonna be. Interesting. We haven't. I don't.
We got the same. We have the same. We have the same.
There's no way
for sure.
There's no way we have the same roster.
Not at all three of us.
I went really random. And you guys never like build the way I build. You guys avoid the defenses and kickers. Why?
I took a kicker this time. I don't know.
It's free points for cheap. Like you guys are gambling on motherfuckers. Like,
the thing is I couldn't afford a kicker today. Like I couldn't. The way that my lineup was set up, I couldn't afford. I originally had it set up. I originally had it set up with the Seahawks defense, but
yeah, you don't want that.
yeah, it's like the Seahawks or the 49 or the Redskins defense. Like I'm gonna take that.
Yeah, I didn't want.
And then I thought about a kicker, but also I don't know. I just couldn't. I couldn't afford them.
They were kind of expensive tonight.
Called the Washington football team.
It might be that kind of game. It might be like a lot of field goal kind of game, which
correct.
But at any rate, we're gonna get to watch the game together because I know what you guys are doing tonight. Coming up for the show, we are all gonna be at Tin Roof for the comedy show in Delray Beach. So if anybody's watching, anyone wants to go to a good comedy show in Delray Beach, Florida tonight, featuring Vital DeJuiced and Lonnie Cox, come through. We got our headliner, Matt Derndak, and hosted by Jay Moreno. That is tonight starting, probably going to start around 9:00. Usually it's when we get it's a late show, but it's a lot of fun. It's going to be a good show. Great lineup with you guys. What else? What's up?
You're not doing comedy
tonight?
Yeah.
It depends. Sometimes we have a drop-in guest, maybe, and if that happens, like I'll just let them do the spot. I might do a little spot before you guys. So I just I'm supposed to be there to facilitate more than anything else. I'm co-producing it tonight, but Terzo's not going to be there. So
yeah, because Terzo's doing Leon Arp's show, which is right at Dada, right down the street,
right around the corner. Yeah. So anyway,
I heard there's 3 shows going on in Delray tonight, right?
Sean's got Bull Bar right next door. So far.
No way. Oh, dude, I'm gonna do a set. I'm gonna do this. Yeah, I'm gonna try and get up. Yeah,
I'm gonna try to do it too. But his starts at like 8, I think, maybe. So like much earlier. So if you can get up earlier, I don't know how his stuff is. Who knows when he'll
the last time I did Bull Bar, was the time that a lady attacked Sean Mullins with
Oh.
physical violence.
I missed that one. Oh, that was like the best one.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That's from what I've heard. Yeah, shit. What else you guys got? You got anything else coming up? Any other big stuff?
Miami Improv next Wednesday, December 8th. Catch me there.
All right, Miami Improv, Lonnie Cox.
Jacked Up Comedy Show.
Yes, awesome. Vital, what do you got? You got some stuff coming up too, right?
Yeah, but nothing before next Monday.
Oh,
So,
okay.
We'll see.
All right, cool. What do I have? Oh, I think I'm back in Key West on Sunday. Sunday, December 5th, Comedy Key West. Oh, and I am hosting Wednesday night at Gadsby's. I'm hosting Elijah's birthday show.
Oh,
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. There's going to be some special surprises involved. So if either of you guys feel like making the trip, I know it's far, but it's going to be a good time. She's headlining it. I'm hosting it. And I might have a few things up my sleeve. So it should be a good time.
We're gonna see your tits. Is that
No.
the things up your sleeve?
No, my sleeves aren't that big. Unfortunately. All right. Well, I'm gonna let you guys go so that you can come up here. I'll see you guys in about an hour, hopefully. And
Hour and a half.
yeah, somewhere in that. Whenever you get here, it's cool. Don't worry about it. All right, everybody else, thanks for watching. Good luck this week. Good luck tonight if you need anything to happen. And we will be back on next Monday. All right.
JD McKissick, I love you.
No way. Not gonna happen. All right.
Oh, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, do it.
It's got it.